Before you ever build a playlist or fire your first slide, it's important to make sure ProPresenter is set up to work the way you need it to. That all happens in the Settings window. Think of it as the command center for customizing how ProPresenter looks, behaves, and responds during a live presentation. From video inputs and interface options to licensing and workflow preferences, this is where you shape the software to fit your environment, not the other way around. In this tutorial, we're going to walk through the settings window so you know exactly where everything lives and how to dial in ProPresenter for your specific setup. Let's dive in. To open settings, click on ProPresenter in the top left corner of the program window or in the menu bar on a Mac. If you use this option, you can easily jump to the page you need access to through the menu options. You can also use Command comma on a Mac and Control comma on a PC. This will bring up a window with multiple tabs on the left sidebar. Each tab controls a different part of your ProPresenter workflow, and we'll walk through each of them one by one. When you first open settings, ProPresenter automatically lands on the account page. This is where you can sign into your renewed Vision account, see the status of your ProPresenter seat, as well as what Pro content plan you're on. If you ever need to make any changes or adjustments for your account, you can use the Manage Account button to open your account portal. This would also be where you sign out of your account if deactivating your subscription or moving ProPresenter to a new computer. Next is the General page. Here, you can choose which workspace you're using, enable or disable House of Worship integrations, enable copyright settings, and opt into sharing diagnostic data with Renewed Vision. The Updates page shows the version of ProPresenter currently installed on your computer. From here, you can manually check for updates or opt into beta releases if you want to test upcoming features and improvements before they're officially released. Next is Screens, which lets you define how each screen behaves when ProPresenter launches. This includes your main audience output, stage displays, and any additional screens connected to your system. If you need to adjust resolutions, add new outputs, or assign devices, you would do that under Configure Screens, which you can open by clicking the button at the bottom of this window. We covered that process in a dedicated tutorial. The Audio page controls how ProPresenter handles audio routing. Here you can set how many audio channels the program uses, choose your monitoring devices for the Media Inspector window, define your main program output, and manage SDI or NDI audio outputs. You can also enable or disable individual channels for specific routing needs. The Network page allows your computer to communicate with other devices. You can connect multiple ProPresenter devices using Network Link, or pair with mobile devices for ProPresenter Remote or the Stage app. This page also includes documentation on how to use ProPresenter's API for advanced remote control workflows. Next is Inputs. This is where you configure your video and audio inputs, especially if you're using ProPresenter for live streaming. Cameras, capture cards, and audio feeds are all set up here. The Devices page houses the various communication protocols ProPresenter supports. This is where you configure ProPresenter to send or receive MIDI commands, or if you're on a Mac, additional communication standards like DMX or Rosstalk. The Media page gives you tools to manage your media library. You can clean up unused media, relink missing files, and enable automatic media management. This page also includes controls for video playback, such as suppressing auto start behavior and adjusting audio playback for foreground media. Next is the Import page, which determines how new media items are added to your library. Here you'll set how content scales when imported, whether items are treated as foreground or background media, and how they should behave on playback. The Integrations page is where you sign into external services like Planning Center, MultiTracks.com, Song Select by CCLI, and Resi. Each integration comes with its own options and settings, and this is where you configure all of them. The Sync page lets you sync your ProPresenter data to a local repository folder. This may be helpful when moving presentations or playlists from one computer to another. The Groups page displays all of the song structure groups available in ProPresenter. You would use these groups when building arrangements for songs, marking each section with a specific name. You can add new custom groups, assign colors, and organize your content so operators can quickly understand the flow of a presentation. Finally, the Slide Labels page allows you to create labels that appear under slide thumbnails in the editor and in the slide view. This helps operators quickly identify the purpose of each page during a live presentation. And that's the full walkthrough of the settings window in ProPresenter. Once you understand what each page controls, you'll be able to configure ProPresenter for your environment, streamline your workflow, and create a more reliable and predictable presentation experience every time you go live. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.